Good evening, Roselle. Good evening. Guys, you guys, this is the Portuguese flag raising. You got to make more noise than that. This is our first time that we are raising the Portuguese flag here in Roselle, so I want to hear more noise than that. What's up, Roselle? Thank you guys for joining us today in our very first flag raising for the country of Portugal. Our first ever. And I'm so proud to have my council colleague to the left, your right. Stand with me, Isabel Sosa. Woo! Our first Portuguese councilwoman of the borough of Roselle. Before I start, I'd like to just acknowledge a few folks. Commissioner Sergio Ganadas, Councilman Manny Grover, my councilwoman at large, Denise Wilkinson, and my second ward councilman, Brandon Bernier. You know, today's an amazing day. It's a beautiful day. God blessed us with this weather and an opportunity to, again, raise the flag of one of the most important countries of today's modern era, right? Portugal. Yes. We're gonna do that again. Portugal, right? Yes. Commissioner, we gotta get a lively crowd out here. What's going on today? I'm about to hype them up. You gotta hype them up here. Okay. Roselle's a very diverse community, and we're super excited. We're super proud that different groups contact us to show pride in their native land and want us to celebrate with them by raising their flag. It is so important that we come together as a nation, as a community, and we are going to always and forever in the borough of Roselle be stronger together. And it's going to take you guys from the different countries. I am from Jamaica, right? We have Portugal representation. We have semi-Haitian representation here. And we just love the fact that we can come together and honor each other's countries. So at this time, I'm going to ask that we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to have the national anthem sung by Margaret de Jesus. If we face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over so you can enjoy her voice and not mine. Margaret Jesus. And after that, we'll turn it over to Councilwoman Isabel Sosa, who will run the rest of the program.
Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Councilwoman Sosa?
Oh my gosh. The pride is in the house. Woo! Thank you so much, each and every one of you. I am so overwhelmed today. I mean, when it's your country and you see the flag, and you're also from America and you see that flag, it means so much. You know, when you're an immigrant or the child of an immigrant, it's overwhelming. So let me say my little spiel here, a little bit about myself, how I got here in the first place. So my name is Isabel Cristina Oliveira da Silva Souza. We have, and I was born in Lisboa, Portugal. A huge welcome and thank you for your presence here today. So, June 10th is officially Dia de Portugal, de Camões e das Comunidades Portuguesas, but today will go down as the very first Portugal Day flag raising in Roselle in recognition of the contributions of the people of Portuguese descent, which are so many of us here tonight. So during the last several months, I've met so many people, and you're here, you're still coming out to support me in this endeavor. Portuguese, as well as from other cultures, willing to help with this event here tonight. And no one hesitated to make this happen. So thank you all for coming. Thank you to Mayor Shaw and my council colleagues for entertaining this for me. I don't know. For all your support, today and always, as a matter of fact. So from the 60s to the 80s, there was a big wave of Portuguese immigrants. And my family was part of that wave. My parents, my sister, and I came over in August 16 of 1968 and settled in Elizabethport. Sometimes it wasn't easy. The language, the food, Halloween. What was that? That wasn't part of our thing. We immigrated for several reasons too. We had family here already. We wanted a better life. At least my parents wanted a better life for me and my sister. And Portugal at the time was under a dictatorship. I still remember, actually, you remember things when you're little. I was at the Portuguese Club in Elizabeth in 1974, so exactly 50 years ago, when the adults started sharing in excitement. The revolution to bring back democracy was happening in Portugal. So in a peaceful march, army and civilians alike placed a cravo, which is a carnation, in the muzzle of their rifles instead of firing, which is why we have given you today a peace sign of that event, the carnation, and I hope you took one today in memory of that. So let it be known that we are a peaceful people, but we are a strong people and we get things done. Yes. And we love American Portugal. We love our bacalhau and sardinhas, as well as our hamburgers and hot dogs. And we are torn visiting and leaving our families behind when we go to Portugal. Yet, we are happy to make our homes here, and we are proud to leave our footprint, our legacy, and share our beautiful heritage in America as part of her fabric. So, agradeço a todos aqui presentes que vieram celebrar comigo. É um dia de grande importância e muito orgulho para mim. Não só por comemorar este dia, mas pelo facto de estarmos juntos neste dia histórico de Roselle. Daqui para a frente, podemos dizer aos nossos filhos que a nossa cultura continua e chegou até Roselle e continuará para sempre aumentar pelo resto do mundo e que tudo é possível, desde que se tenha coragem, coração e convicção. Obrigada e viva Portugal! And now, he's been doing this for quite several weeks now, but he came out again. Our first guest speaker will be our Portuguese descent Union County Commissioner, Mr. Sergio Granados. Thank you so much. Let's hear it.
If you're excited to be here, make some noise. I want to thank Mayor Shaw and the council for continuously making sure that Roselle's at the epicenter of diversity and cultural acknowledgement. Today, due to the leadership of Councilman Souza, we're here celebrating the very first Portuguese flag raising here in the borough of Roselle. Por meio da içada da bandeira portuguesa aqui deste borough. É grande orgulho de estar cá presente com cada de vocês. Estamos aqui a celebrar a nossa cultura portuguesa e sabemos que a nossa comunidade portuguesa dentro do condado do Union, dentro do estado de New Jersey, sempre está a crescer e estamos aqui para apoiar um ao outro, para mudar para frente. And it's a great acknowledgement, great force when we come together as a Portuguese community. We continue to build strong ties when it comes to family, when it comes to tradition, when it comes to business. Businesses just like at News Bakery, who was a definitely major factor here in Borough of Roselle, something we continue to lead and look forward to. But I take great pride in being here for the very first one, and I know this won't be the last one. Roselle continues to make sure that they're acknowledging the different cultures, and under your leadership, Councilman Souza, we know too, the Portuguese community is going to continue to shine bright here in the borough of Roselle. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you so much for those wonderful, kind, wisdom words. And now the next guest speaker, I don't want to give away our age, but decades in the making, straight from Elizabeth. I asked him to be here and he didn't hesitate either. My friend, Councilman at Large from Elizabeth, Mr. Manny Grova Jr.
To the mayor and to members of City Council, and especially to Councilwoman Souza, this is a great day for the Township of Roselle, the Borough of Roselle. I've been in this town working with the town for the last 20-something years. Yes. And I can tell you that this town continues to grow and benefit. The police department, the fire department keeps getting better and bigger, and I can tell you that we here in Roselle enjoy all the diversity that exists. As Councilwoman mentioned, she came to this country in the 60s, and my parents also came in the 60s. And back then, our communities came to this country to make a better life for themselves or for their families. And our parents, God rest their souls, are very happy that now we have two council people who have shined as members of our community, and both in Elizabeth and now in Roselle. And we have a commissioner on the freeholder board. We also have some commissioners on the Board of Education in Elizabeth and throughout the state of New Jersey. And I'm glad to have with us here today all of our royal families, our youth of our community who are here. So let's give them a round of applause. The one thing about our community is we try to continue their traditions and share those traditions with our youth, because that's how we keep everything going. Even though there would be the second and third and possibly the fourth generation here in the United States, we can't forget where our grandfathers and our parents came from, and our countries and our roots and our traditions and our culture from Portugal. Em meu nome, em nome da minha família, quero agradecer a todos por estarem aqui presentes. Esperamos que desfrutem do dia hoje e que há 50 anos atrás criou a República do nosso Portugal. E foi ganho não por guerra, foi ganho com nenhum tiro foi tirado, mas foi ganho numa república por o povo que queria um câmbio. E hoje estamos a celebrar esse câmbio aqui num país livre, e temos a oportunidade de voltar ao nosso país, da República de Portugal, também livre para nós recebermos. Obrigado a todos, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilman. And now I'm going to pass it over to my council colleagues. Who wants to go first? We're going to go with Second Ward Councilman Brandon Vernier.
Thank you all. Really, I just want to thank Councilwoman Sosa and give her a round of applause again. We do a number of these events throughout the year, recognizing all of the different groups that make up Roselle, and it's great to have everyone here. And I have to just go on the record and say this is one of the most well-attended I think we've had in my time on council. So again, Councilwoman, fantastic job bringing the Portuguese community together, not only from Roselle, but Elizabeth, our neighbors all around Union County. It's great to be able to celebrate the folks all around us from Portugal and the deep history over the last 50 to 60 years that have really come and made Roselle and Union County your home. and come together with the rest of us in the community and form what is so special and great about Roselle. I was standing back here and I was thinking of Pino's Bakery, and I've been here my whole life. Pino's, I think, opened months after I was born. But growing up, and maybe it's just me, but it was always Pinho's. And in the recent years, people have actually been saying Pino's more properly. And I don't know if that's just a recognition of the Portuguese heritage, or I know I've been specific about saying it on council, so maybe I've helped a little bit, but I think it's important that we recognize things like that. You know, the name has meaning, it has history in the Portuguese roots. So something as simple in Roselle and Pinho's is well known throughout the state. So to be able to change that little piece in Roselle, I think is very helpful overall. So again, just congratulations on a fantastic day, Councilwoman and the entire community. We appreciate all of you being here and celebrating with us, and I'm excited to raise the flag. And I will turn it over to Councilwoman at Large, Denise Wilkerson, who snuck up on the left.
Wow, good evening, everyone. No, a little more. Good evening, everyone. This is so exciting for several reasons. You know, it's a part of our culture in Roselle to really honor all of the many diverse backgrounds that we have in our residents, but also because I am an honorary Portuguese. Isabel and her sister calls me their honorary brown sister. I am one of them, yes. But also because I've gotten to see the strength of the Portuguese people up close and their passion for communities. And so with Sosa, she was really a resident that used to attend community meetings, and she cared about her community. And she was like, you know what, I live here. I want it to be better. And not only did she show up to every meeting, but she didn't just bring issues. She brought solutions and ideas. And then she ran for council. And she's sitting here making a difference for 22,000 people. Let's give that a round of applause. So I'm excited about that part because we've spent a lot of time over the years. But after she sat on council the first time, she and I began to talk about her dad, Alberto Silva, right? And so I didn't know that she came from a background of people who cared for their community. And so what I understood and what she began to share is not only when he came over here years ago to struggle and to fight for the things that his family deserved, but he and a few others began to fight for the entire Portuguese community, making sure that people had jobs, making sure that people had access to resources, spending his free time away from his family to fight for all Portuguese families. Can we give that a round of applause? That is what this woman is made of. And that is why I'm proud to be an honorary Portuguese today, because I know the strength of the people. I know their passion for the communities they serve, and I know how much fight they have to make things better. And you know what? Roselle is better, America is better, because we've got the Sousas, and we also got the rest of the Portuguese community. We love you all. Thank you so much.
Wow, was that awesome or what? Can we give them all a round of applause again, because they were fabulous. Don't you love to hear about our culture, right? And the good things? I love it. Okay, so moving right along. So, I have some people here tonight, Portuguese descent, that I'd like to recognize. First of all, I have my children over there. Say hello. That is Christian Jose and Cariza Lauren. I have my students from School A here, who dance in the Elizabeth Henshaw Danças e Cantares Portugal. And they are Sisters Gianna and Juliana Brito. And can you stand up so we can see your beautiful outfits? They are fabulous dancers. They came here tonight to show us their attire. We're missing how many? Maybe 6 others? But if you have the chance to ever visit the Portuguese Club when they're dancing, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. And they just had the Portugal Day festivities where they did just that. Thank you so much, and we're going to take a picture afterwards. I just want to continue with all the fabulous people that are here today. And then we have brother and sister Nicholas and Olivia Osorto. Can you please stand up? They are part of the royal court. They won the Princesinha e Príncipe, and they're here with the whole royal court. Rainha e Rei, can you please stand up? So, the Príncipe and the Princesinha, it's a double honor, right? Because they're here today, and they go to school 8 where I teach in Elizabeth. So I am like super double proud. Thank you so much. We're going to take pictures later too. Thank you. Then we have my new friend, Michelle Afonso. Where are you? President of the Elizabeth Portugal Day, and her beautiful family. And no, you're not seeing double. There's 2 sets of twins sitting right there. Stand up, guys. You guys are so cute. And they attend the Portuguese school in Elizabeth, where I sent my kids also. Escola Medicleia. And I also went there. My parents made me go there too. Except it was inside the Elizabeth Portuguese Club. And Roselle, acting police chief, where are you? There he is. Elder Fred of Portuguese descent. So proud. And Mr. and Mrs. Pata is here. I just, I met them like last month from the 2nd Ward, and they are from Ilhavo. Did I say that? Ilhavo, Maraveiro. And how can I not mention Linda and Julie from the best Portuguese bakery in the world? Pinhos Bakery. I taught people how to say Pinhos. That was me. That was all me. Then we have Elizabeth Board of Education Commissioner Stephanie Gonçalves right there. And she's my boss. Yes. And also, thank you again for Sergio Granados, Commissioner, for coming out. Councilman Manny Grova, adding to the festivities. Margaret de Jesus, her fabulous singing. She's going to sing again the Portuguese anthem. Our whole Roselle staff that helped make this happen. Thank you, guys.
Yes, yes.
And I'm going to take a line from my mayor. He says, if I forget somebody, don't blame it on the mind, blame it on the heart.
No, blame it
No, the opposite way. Definitely don't blame it on the heart, because the heart's all there.
Right.
It's the mind that's getting a little rusty.
Yes, yes.
And that's what he says, and I don't know if you coined it, but I stole it. Anyway, may God bless you all. May Our Lady of Fatima always embrace each of you, and may we have the opportunity to raise the Portuguese flag for years to come. Thank you again, and if I missed anyone, it's blame it on the mind, right?
That's right.
Looking around, just one last, okay.
That's going down the rabbit
There is somebody else actually, is the Grand Marshal of our Portugal Day Parade, and his lovely wife. Please stand up. Yes. Handsome couple. Thank you also for coming out. And I think that's it. So, we're going to head now to, I'm going to call Margaret again to sing our Portugal national anthem. And if I cry a little bit, I mean, I really get sentimental at these things. I've been crying since, when was it, the first couple of events like this, flag raisings throughout Union County. And yeah, it's extra special looking out and being in Roselle and being councilwoman here. So much.
Please stand, please rise. De pé, por favor. Filhos do mar. nobre povo, nação valente e imortal, levantai hoje de novo no esplendor de Portugal. Entre as brumas da memória, ó pátria, sente-se a voz dos teus igrejos avós, que há de guiar-te à vitória. As armas, sobre a terra, sobre o mar. As armas, pela pátria lutar, contra os canhões marchar, marchar.
Thank you again so much for coming. Over there on my left, you've got some goodies. You can go ahead and take some. Of course, you know where that's from. Bean News, hello.
Yes.
We've got some flags, some water, a sign-up sheet so that I can contact you again, and we can even make this even grander next year.
Yes.
Thank you again for coming. Thank you,
Great
Council.
job.
Thank
Great
you,
job.
thank you, Mayor. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.